is from Maria Sanz from Best Streaming. What's been the biggest challenges you faced when playing Michelle and Keats?
I mean, personally, I felt that maybe the most challenging aspect would be portraying grief. I think grief, I think everyone has experienced grief at some point, and it's so multifaceted, and there's so many layers to grief. And I think just showing that Michelle is still kind of in all the different phases of grief, and really trying to pull her out of that dark space that she's in at the beginning of the film. So I think, and doing it in a really tasteful way where she doesn't become annoying, you know, and you can still see that there's so much humanity in her. But I personally found that the hardest to kind of navigate.
And for me, I found it a really rewarding challenge to help in the very collaborative spirit that the Russos have always had, starting with Avengers, Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame. What was interesting about this was we had a pretty blank slate for this character to create something different than anything I'd ever done before, and so from the look and the walk and the swagger and some of the storyline and the arc and improvisational nature of some of the comedy, it was really nice to get to just really, it was a great challenge to get to create something completely fresh and not based on any particular IP. We were allowed to have, you know, my imagination in collaboration with these wonderful directors and our writers to create something new and funny. I think there's a lightness to the character that helps glide Millie's more dramatic through line through the movie. Of course, there are moments of drama as well, but that infusing comedy in the tone to help it feel big and commercial, like a big family, you know, fun, a rollicking ride across the West, you know, mining for pop culture references and helping to make the film feel nostalgic for an era that it really didn't exist because it's an alternate version of the 1990s, but, you know, I'm a child of the 90s, so to kind of go back through the music that I loved as a child and the various wardrobe choices that people in my life had, and it was a really fun challenge to create the character.
The next question